So I'm Shaun Schetka. I'm the head men's soccer coach here at the University of Pikeville. I'm entering my first season, and here to talk about our upcoming season and what my goal for our program is going forward. Really, this is my first time being the head coach of a men's program at the college level. Before I came here, I was working as a women's head coach. So just now to have the opportunity to be able just to focus on the guys and really understand and pay more attention to detail the differences in the men's and women's game, I think, really will give us an opportunity to something I'm looking forward to, and being able to really get to know the guys on a better, more personal level. As far as our roster buildup for next year, we're looking at about 10 new players. Most of them are international kids, which will help us hopefully be a little bit more competitive. I'm excited about the makeup of the class. It's mostly freshmen, but there are also a couple transfer kids, which helps bring a balance and some experience to the group. We're going to return our leading goal scorer. We're going to return our freshman goalkeeper. Those players are going to be instrumental in us, really moving forward and continuing to build on what we've done in the past. So for me, I think the first thing that we need to really improve on is just our mindset. I think we have the potential to have a really good culture here, but we also need to realize when we get into games, we have to be aggressive. We have to be aggressive going forward. We have to be aggressive defensively. And I think if we're able to go in a position where we take the game to the opponents, we're able to have a little bit more success instead of waiting for them to come to us. We open up on the 25th against Bluefield College, which for us has always been a competitive match, which I think it lends well, to help us get us prepared for our conference. Ultimately the non-conference schedule here is, we play some competitive teams. Milligan, who our second game was a top 25 team to end the season. We're going to go play Leeds McRae, which is a very competitive D2 school. So with all this in mind, it's set up to help us get ready to open up against Campbellsville and Lindsey Wilson as our first two games in the conference. Well, I think it's a combination. We want to make sure that we're competitive, but we also, at the end of the day, we want to get wins. I'm a highly competitive person. I think our boys will be, very competitive, ready to go. So, we want to move the needle to the right. We've been in games over the last couple of years where, we lose 1-0 to, a good Lindsey Wilson team. We lose 2-1 to, a good Campbellsville team, those type of games. And, can we just get to that next level now where we're, tied with them, or we're, even looking to win? This whole process from going from assistant to head coach has really allowed me to get a better opportunity to gain the whole picture, and see the things that you don't necessarily get to see, from behind the scenes, and understanding how your influences really affect the whole program. So for me, it's, can we continue to develop our better character, take care of things in the classroom, and then ultimately be more competitive on the field. And, I think by just the way we do things as far as, our intensity in training, our attention to detail, our, motivating each other, I think those things will allow us to move the needle to where we want to go. Any coach, you take a coaching job, you want to win. And I'm no different than anybody else. I think our program has the opportunity to be just as successful as any other team in the Mid-South Conference. We've got to find the right people. We've got to train the right way. We've got to do the right things. The difference between us and, the Lindsey Wilsons, the Cumberlands, we don't have a margin of error. So we've got to make sure that we're as attention to detail, we're driven, we're all on the same page, and, and I have no doubt that, in 5 years we can be the most competitive team in the conference.